One pen, one stroke. June 24, 1812, Napoleon signs the order, smirks, and says, 5 months, Moscow is mine. 18 months later, as 104,000 soldiers march in, 40,000 crawl out, 70 million people lose an emperor, the man who made Europe kneel, buried by snow, ego, and one suicidal mistake. This is the 20-minute autopsy of the invasion that killed an empire. If you think you'd survive a Russian winter, hit like right now and let's begin. Yo, stop everything. June 24, 1812. A pen scratches paper, one signature. 18 months later, 70 million people, 44 modern countries, gone. Napoleon Bonaparte, the guy who made kings cry, destroyed by one mistake. And that mistake, Russia. Stick with me for the next 20 minutes. I'm breaking it down chapter by chapter. Let's roll. Picture this, 1769. Tiny island of Corsica. A skinny kid named Napoleone di Buonaparte is born. Dad's a lawyer, mom's strict. He hates the French, who rule Corsica. Fast forward, French Revolution explodes. Napoleon, 20, joins the army. 1793. Toulon. He's 24, leads a suicide charge, captures the city. Boom, brigadier general. 1799. Coup of 18, Brumaire. He walks into Parliament, says, I'm in charge now. 1804, Notre Dame. He snatches the crown from the Pope and crowns himself. Emperor, from zero to hero in 15 years. Insane. December 2nd, 1805. Moravian Plains. Fog everywhere. Napoleon versus Austria. So plus Russia. 73,000 French versus 85,000 allies. He pretends to be weak, abandons the high ground. Allies take the bait, charge down. Suddenly, sun burns through fog. French cannons boom. In 7 hours, 27,000 Allied dead. French lose 9,000. Napoleon calls it the son of Austerlitz. Europe's monarchs, shaking. He redraws the map with a pen. Peak Napoleon. Britain's still breathing. Navy rules the seas. Napoleon can't invade, so he goes for the wallet. 1806, Berlin Decree. No European port trades with Britain. Smuggle? Death penalty. France, Spain, Italy, locked. But one country can break it, Russia. Baltic ports, timber, grain, Britain needs it. Napoleon to Tsar Alexander. Be my bro. 1807. Treaty of Tilsit. They hug on a raft in the river. Deal sealed. Or so he thought. 1810. Russian nobles are crying. No British trade. No cash for vodka and palaces. Tsar Alexander opens ports again. Napoleon gets the news in Paris. He slams the table. He betrayed me. Spies report, Russian army mobilizing. Napoleon's pride, I'll teach him. He tells his generals, 5 months, Moscow by autumn. That sentence was the beginning of the end. Here's the fatal error. Russia, work endless steppe, plius, general winter. Every invader knows, don't arrive after August. Napoleon starts June 24th. Why? Ego. I'm faster than Charles Tudien or anyone. Logistics lie, we'll live off the land. Weather gamble, Russian winter is a myth. He assembles 614,000 men, 200,000 horses, 200 cannons. Biggest army ever. But 80% aren't French. Poles, Italians, Germans. Language chaos. Loyalty shaky. One mistake locked in. June 24th, 1812. Niemen River. Columns stretch 50 miles. First week, 30 the heat. Men drop from thirst. Russian tactic, scorched earth, burn villages, poison wells, drive cattle away. By July, 100,000 already sick with typhus. Horses eat green wheat, die of colic. No cavalry, no scouts. Supply wagons, 600 miles behind. Napoleon writes to Paris, victory is certain. Bro, it wasn't. September 7th, 120,000. French versus 120,000 Russians. Redoubts, cannon smoke. Great Redoubt changes hands 8 times. By night, 70,000 casualties in 12 hours. More than Agincourt, Cannae, anything. Napoleon wins, technically, but his army, shattered. He refuses to send the Imperial Guard, his last reserve. Quote, "I don't want to risk my old guard 2,000 miles from home." That hesitation cost him the knockout. September 14th. Moscow, empty, eerie, night, fires everywhere. Russians set 80% of the city ablaze. Napoleon in the Kremlin. They'd rather burn their capital than surrender. He waits 35 days for Tsar Alexander's letter. Nothing. Winter knocks. October 18th. We march home. Too late. October 19th. Snow starts. 30 to sea. Cossacks/stragglers. Berezina River. Ice breaks. 30,000 drown. Men eat boiled leather, then each other. December 5th. Napoleon abandons the army. Sneaks back to Paris in a sled. Out of 614,000, only 40,000 limp home. 1813. Leipzig. Battle of Nations. 600,000 versus Napoleon. Crushed. 1814. Paris falls. Elba exile. 1815. 100 days. Waterloo. St. Helena. Dead at 51. Final words. Empires aren't lost on battlefields. They're lost in one bad decision. Napoleon's mistake? Thinking speed beats space and winter. Could he have skipped Russia? Probably ruled another 20 years. Now you, comment Winter Napoleon if you agree. Drop your hottest take. What should he have done instead? Smash like if this blew your mind. Subscribe, bell on. Next week we do Alexander the Great's one mistake. See you in the comments. Peace.